Again? Come on. Come on.
Uptown the streets in a calming way, and outside as warm as a bed with a maid, and I find it's all the waves and rays that makes the days go on this way.
This is going to be a boring video.
How do you feel about giving your speech today?
I feel fine.
You need to interact, Keith. You need to interact with us. That way we can have. What is this?
Oh, failed nations.
Is there a list online like that?
Yeah.
So what's your topic?
Failed
Are
nations
more of a threat?
are a greater threat to the United States than
Stable.
And you know what?
Just run a critique say that failed nations mean there is no nation.
Just ignore the camera for now, Chris.
They can run 1,000 critiques. They can run Here's a list of failed nations. Oops.
Some of those are not failed.
Yeah.
Like China isn't failed.
No, according to like foreign policy something.
What determines what's failed?
Those look like
Isn't
all the
that
The
nations.
United States has failed?
No, the United States. See these two? Like this is the failed list, and we're like near it, so we're not. We're at the end of the failed list, or like how badly you guys, no matter what.
Explain to me what these numbers are.
The numbers is on a scale from 1 to 10
Of what?
of like.
ICC hates Africa, so.
Okay, you know what? I hate the topic. So.
I know, I can't even comprehend the topic. How do you determine what is
I don't know.
not a
All I see when I look
Exactly,
at this, all I
that's
see
why
is a
it's a
big
bad
cross,
topic.
like Jesus was
I want to look at this list again. Is it in this folder? Is it this folder?
Yes. We have to think of that.
I'm going to look at some of the other nations that are not
So
failed.
we just need to have those cases on reserve in case we ever do. Because we're not gonna do
Thank you
this
for the
forever.
close-up,
That's a real
Keith.
topic. We're gonna do off cases.
I really want to visit Equatorial Guinea.
That's what?
I don't know, I just like that name.
Right now, it's a good name. Reminding me of that really creepy person from American
But like,
Beauty.
no way Russia is. Maybe this is like ranking their
New Guinea, Africa, they are not.
like the poverty or what? I'm confused. Also, it's ranking their stability, so they're not necessarily failed. Is that correct?
Chris, we're talking about.
Fuck off about
stable
American
and
Beauty.
non-stable nations.
American Beauty.
I do not find beauty in bags
We're
floating.
talking about stable nations.
I thought we were talking about.
Just because, Conrad, this is not beauty. That is not the point of this.
Tell me how any of these nations that are failed, as you quote,
Is North Korea
how many of them have hurt us or endangered us? I mean, is Nigeria a military threat right now?
North Korea
I don't
has
think
hurt us.
so.
Iran has hurt us. China and
Technically,
Russia.
no, they have not.
Yes, they have.
How would they hurt us? We're not at war
security-wise.
with North Korea. We're not at war with Iran.
Okay, North Korea is currently
China,
threatening.
otherwise known
Chris,
as
they're
China.
threatening us with their nuclear weapons. I think that's hurting us.
Iran?
Yes, Iran.
No. Either way, we're just gonna.
How is the United States a failed nation? Just kidding.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We're so retarded.
How about the little known country?
You are
of
obviously
Guinea
not
Bissau?
intelligent enough to understand the resolution.
I understand the
No,
resolution.
you don't.
Lauren,
I don't
I'm
think
saying
anybody can
if you
understand the
compare them,
resolution.
there are many more
Chris,
failed
you
nations
don't
that are not hurting
compare the
America.
top 50 to like the bottom 50. You compare
Yes,
failed
you do.
nations and
Look, quickly.
no failed.
Let me see your list. Let me see your list.
No.
Let me see your list.
You compare failed nations in general.
Alright, I'll get this one.
This is such a terrible topic.
Okay. So, no. I just want to finish. I want to finish looking at the list. Okay. The Republic
my
of
list.
Congo. How is that a dangerous country?
Well, they do have civil war.
Oh. Okay, fine. They have been cooperating with the UN for years. So.
Actually,
we can
no.
say
They
that
refused to go to multiple six-party talks because the United States.
No,
was there.
because
Yes.
President Bush
How is
refused to
that a
talk
threat
to
to the
them.
United States?
Because
Exactly. You are a good judge. I would.
Chris, I debated this with Sunny freshman year. They didn't come to the six-party talks because the United States was present.
Well,
They said
that
that
doesn't
the United.
matter. That
They
doesn't
said that
mean
the
they're a
United
threat.
States.
He's not at the meetings.
No, it means that they didn't stop with their nuclear stuff. They continued to like.
But that doesn't mean they're a threat. Because again, most
They
of
said
that
that
is
they would
being.
use it against the United States. How's that not a
I'd like to
threat?
see your evidence.
Okay. It's not national.
What is the stuff in there?
It's
You're just like pulling out.
multilateral diplomacy.
Was that like freshman year?
North Korea's gonna be
Hold
in
on,
here
hold on.
because Sunny
Here's
and
an
I
actual
totally
case.
use that.
Here's an actual case.
You think I care? Look
I
at
do
that.
think you care. Because you're wrong and you know it. What is this? Cut and pasted, literally? How weird is that? We're just taping this whole thing. And then remember, this evidence is 3 years old already, so.
Who cares?
Can I see that? Can I see that? Can I see that evidence you just found? Give that to me. It proved my point. That's you're disregarding this.
Hey Sarah, didn't China like their military spending increase by like 200% in 1 year?
That doesn't matter. Look at
Yes, remember when we debated China and Russia? Yeah, their military spending increased by like 200%. They started getting all these weapons.
And then that was Russia.
Okay, Russia, but China.
Yeah, you're right. It is
Because I don't want to
They
say
have
Russia.
like a 90% gold.
So I don't remember the fact that Russia's in front of us.
Oh no, Russia's not a threat.
Yes, they are.
Could I see your
I still don't want to read
Russia is a very
Oh,
peaceful woman. I mean, peaceful country. I don't know why I said woman. You know what? Let's be done with this topic.
you know what? You're gonna have to debate it for a month.
I won, and you admit it.
I never admitted
Just
that.
say yes. Just say just the word
I'm not
yes.
agreeing with you.
That doesn't mean that I didn't win.
I hope you feel miserably on the topic.
Okay,
Just
but
so you know.
when I win, you'll see. How many times have you thought to yourself, I could really use a lot of gold right now? How many times have you actually dreamed that you had a lot of money or were rich beyond your wildest desires? Well, if you've never had thoughts like that of wealth and prosperity, then I don't know what to tell you because I have, and I'm sure most everyone has. But if you've dreamed of these things, then I implore you to pay attention to my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I come here today to share with you a tale of love, travesty, and grief. The year is 1942. World War II is in full swing. In the Pacific, our troops are battling fiercely against the Japanese and guerrilla fighters. In Europe, the Nazis are persecuting Jews while expanding their empire throughout Europe and Africa. Back in the United States, however, the American public is building warships, airplanes, and other material for the war effort. Big band music is becoming popular, and President Roosevelt has captured the nation's attention with his easygoing ways and his fierce, brave leadership. In the midst of this chaos, in the midst of this chaos of a world at war is a silent war being waged on economic sides of things. The Nazi government gold is known by some historians in small circles as Hitler's gold rush. That's not the actual technical term, but again, it is just a fake term given by some historians. It involves a complex series of stealing and disguising the gold shipments as arms and other materials. Now, the question historians aim to answer today is, where did that gold go? Many experts and historians alike all agree much of it couldn't have just disappeared. Gold doesn't just disappear, especially because most of the loot was in the form of gold bars, heavy, heavy gold bars. So again, I pose the question, where did the gold go? In 2006, large quantities of Nazi gold, over $20 million worth, have been found in bank accounts in Switzerland's national banks in Geneva. These bank accounts have not only been touched. I can't even read my own handwriting. These bank accounts have not been touched since World War II. Bank executives. And furthermore, we should form an urban development committee to urge the multinational construction of large skyscrapers in every corner of the world. Imagine the grandeur of living in buildings constructed by funds from the Nazi Empire. In a way, you could tell the people that Nazis built your home, or that Hitler financed your construction. Imagine living in buildings constructed by the Nazi money. They would be wonderful buildings, opulent buildings with gold leaf all over the walls. Places like Sub-Saharan Africa and places that are poor or do not have many skyscrapers, if any at all, need skyscrapers. Because when the ground is all dried up, and there are people living on the grounds that should be living in skyscrapers, they won't have places to live unless we build them the skyscrapers. Thank you. And I urge that Nazi gold be used to construct skyscrapers.